I'm Lightning Mike Angove here with Nyreen Crowley, and we do have a southpaw in camp. Trias is a southpaw, and that will present some difficulties. Have a look at the tail of the tape. Trias giving away 13 years, similar weight, also giving away that height disadvantage.
He is a WKA NZ 60 kilogram TBA NZ champ, representing freestyle MMA out of Morrinsville. All the way from Te Aroha, Joaquin Trias! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he's an Orthodox fighter sitting 178 centimeters, 62 kilograms, 15 wins, 4 losses, 1 via KO. He is a former IKBF 62 kilogram North Island champion, representing Sanbukai all the way from Hamilton, Hilton Underwood. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 8-man reserve fight, proudly brought to you by Big Fish. 3 by 2-minute rounds. Your referee in charge, John the Rebel Conway.
Third man in centre ring, John the Rebel Conway, multiple boxing and kickboxing champion in New Zealand. Once again introducing Nyreen Crowley. Height disadvantage and age in favour of Underwood. Trias, he is a southpaw. What can we expect from a southpaw?
Oh man, obviously there's going to be that constant jolting for that lead leg. You'll probably see Joaquin look to come a little bit outside of that lead leg and just start to angle him a little bit to land his shots.
And here we are, we're underway. Joaquin actually starting off in conventional. They're straight into the clinch. Remember, as we go through the night, this is K1 rules. It is one hand, one knee. Underwood showing some experience, going upstairs, downstairs, looking for that left hook.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing Joaquin come out in the orthodox position. It might be something that he would have worked on in the camp, but he's landing a couple strikes here and there.
Using his length well, throwing that kicks off high.
That was a beautiful head kick landed there by Hilton.
Both these guys evenly matched, similar amount of fights, similar amount of wins and losses.
Yes.
Underwood using the knee well, secures, then releases and pushes off. Just using his range, landing the 1-2 now.
Yeah, Hilton definitely showing that he's able to manage the distance a lot by keeping Trias on the end of his range and landing some really clean shots here.
Nice work from him. He goes downstairs to the body, then ties up in the clinch, and then he's able to extricate himself from that quickly. Throws the knee and lets go. We'll see a little bit more of that as we go on tonight. Remembering this is K1 rules. You can throw knees to the head, but you can't hold and knee. So it's one hand, one knee. Trias just trying to do the Benson Henderson off the cage.
Yeah, I've actually seen him do that before in fights. He likes to use those corner posts to push off and land that Superman punch. So that's interesting that he's bringing that into the King of the Ring cage. Ring, sorry. This
is our first round of three-minute rounds. Trias, the man in the black and yellow shorts. Underwood from Hamilton in the black and red. He's the man to the right of our screen as we look.
Yeah, I'd like to see Trias just use a little bit more feinting and a little bit different entries, sorry. Instead of just kind of walking into Underwood's range. I think angles would work really well.
Nice little counter left hook landed by Trias, but for the most part, Underwood has been landing clean, throwing that knee to the ribs, pointing it right into the floating rib. The left hook in particular is working well for him. Trias, chin's a little up. Like to see him move that head a little more. That was a nice left hook right hand.
That was beautiful. Yeah,
but counted immediately, so the point back in the judge's eyes. Those low kicks, he's landed a few of them now. There's another spin, knee to the back. John the Rebel Conway lets that go. Got to be careful as the fight goes on to make sure he doesn't take too many of those low kicks.
Yeah, you can definitely see Trias start to look for that spin, so it'll be interesting to see if he times it right.
That knee on the break. Once again, Underwood, although he's doubling himself down, bending over, not working well for his height. Yeah, nice little tie catch and throw of the right hand.
Very disciplined too, to let that go, land then one knee and then drop it straight down.
Trias, although I think he's losing this round, he's just starting to look like he's applying some pressure. We will be back right after this break for round 2. Well, here we are back as we head into the second round of the King in the Ring reserve fight. Any fighter pulls out for any reason, the reserve fighter can step up. That's the purpose of this fight. Man in your corner right now, that was Hilton Underwood. And this is the young man, Joaquin Trias. We're heading into round number 2. Trias on the left of your screen, Underwood on the right. Noreen, as we wait for them to get underway, it just felt to me like Trias was just starting to exert some pressure, just wondering about those low kicks which he started off with, whether that will pay dividends as the fight goes on.
Yeah, you're definitely right. You started to see Joaquin Trias just come into his own a little bit towards the end of that first round, but yeah, for the most part, Hilton Underwood is just catching him right on the end of that range, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Trias just continues on with that forward pressure at the end of that first round.
He's using his reach well. He is dipping down, though, to his left sometimes, which could bring him into trouble with a high knee. Of course, we are allowed knees to the head, and Trias landing a combination spinning back kick. That's to the liver region.
Yeah. You're absolutely starting to see Trias use a couple of those angles. There was a nice little shift to the right-hand side there.
Just leaning out of the way of that right hand as well. Underwood, now he's starting to fall in and not disengage as much as he did in the first round with the K1 rules style knee. Trias looking for the left hand, missed with the right hand there.
Nice. Also
just turning off John the Rebel Conway, third man in centre ring.
Keeping everything organised in there. Yeah, it's nice to see Underwood just go more for that grapple. He's looking to get Trias in a little bit closer when he is in, just so he can start landing a few more of those knees. He is the initiator in this grapple, this one knee grapple exchange.
He's just starting to look a little weathered in my eyes. Trias just starting to come forward. And again, another spinning back kick, and we have to wonder, particularly with the way he's doubled over, whether that's hurting him. The leg check there.
Yeah, you're starting to see that Hilton's Underwood is starting to get a little bit nervous of those low kicks. He's starting to preemptively lift that lead leg just to check.
John the Rebel Conway had to step in there and stay continuing. Underwood, he doubles down there a lot. He bends over, and that could make him vulnerable. And you can see Trias now, he's starting to look for that liver kick there, the left knee and the left kick to the right hand, just under the right elbow of Underwood. Now he's starting to come on, and it looks like he's landing the more damaging shots. Underwood doesn't seem to have quite the same pick, and that's the third spinning back kick.
Yeah, definitely. Those spinning attacks are starting to pay off a little bit. You're starting to see Underwood just fading slightly, and just not as sharp as he was in the first round, but definitely those spinning attacks are landing.
A couple of left hooks landed there from Underwood. Trias, though, walking forward.
Evasion.
Moves his head, dips in and under. John the Rebel Conway, he prefers just to let it flow. Underwood backing up now. It will be interesting to see how the judges score this round. I think Underwood was a clear winner in the first. That was a little south of the border. Underwood will have a couple of acres after this fight.
Yeah, you're definitely starting to see Trias finding his own in the second round. He's walking forward. He's not letting him have a break. He's landed another spinning hit. This one went to the head right at the end of that second round.
What a way to finish that round. Of course, David Tua, not only one of New Zealand's great boxers, but one of boxing's hardest punchers of all time. You can put him in the same category as Foreman and Tyson and Sonny Liston. The list goes on. Let's have a look at these replays.
Yeah, I mean, the second round, you're starting to see Joaquin Trias just really pick up the pace a little bit and start hunting a little, and these spinning attacks just landed. There were two spinning attacks to the belly and one spinning attack to the head, and just, you're starting to see Hilton Underwood just fading and struggling a little bit with that forward pressure. So this last round will definitely decide.
Terry Hill in the corner of Underwood, and the boys from Freestyle MMA from Morrinsville. They must be feeling confident. Trias, what a way to end that round with a spinning hook kick. Spectacular technique. We're heading into the third and final. This is our reserve fight for the King in the Ring 62 lightweights. Joaquin Trias and Hilton Underwood, of course. A couple of UFC fighters in the audience. Tyson Pedro, Carlos Olberg. They've been beating rocks out of each other in at City Kickboxing just earlier this morning. Boys are underway. Underwood with that characteristic hunch, trying to land that left hook. I'd like to see him throw a jab straight down the tubes. Trias really starting to use that left leg of his. Nice clipping right hand. Underwood just trying to throw the knee. That one narrowly missed, but he's working the right knee in particular.
You're almost sensing that Underwood knows that this is the round that he needs to make it work. You know, if he wants to get into that 8-man as a reserve fighter, this is the round where he needs to start pushing the pace. You know, he didn't kind of let it go a little bit in that second round.
Just pulling the head
nice
down there, and Trias managed to get himself out of trouble narrowly. Starting to get a little bit sloppy, both boys. John the Rebel Conway will probably step in soon. Underwood just looks a little bit awkward at times, a little bit gangly. Check that, nice little left hook again from Underwood.
Yeah,
Trias looking for the left uppercut.
Yeah, the weapons from Trias are definitely looking like a little bit more effective in this round. Strong, he's still walking forward, putting that pressure. He catches a lot when he comes in, but then he lands his own.
Well, both boys know it's all on the line. We are just about halfway through the third and final round. 3 by 3 minutes. Joaquin Trias in the black and yellow. Hilton Underwood, black and red. Morrinsville versus Hamilton.
The mighty Waikato. Yeah, you just noticed Trias landed a couple of lower leg kicks to the calf, which, man, he's damaging that lead leg.
He just followed up a nice right hand with the head kick, even though partially taken on the gloves. He just looks to be hitting a little harder. And going forward, Underwood there, just, again, he just looks a little awkward. It'll be interesting how the judges work this one. There's a knee. That one went off the forearms. He's still trying for that spectacular shot, though. 55 seconds. Stiff jab. Just leaning in, though. Nothing on that knee. Trias waiting for John the Rebel Conway to break them up as he circles round to centre ring. Spinning back kick to the liver. Nice little clipping right hand there from it. Joaquin Trias.
Beautiful.
He's trying to seal the deal. Finish strong, steal the last 30 seconds.
Nice.
Big spinning back fist there.
Beautiful.
Was taken on the gloves, but judges, will they have seen it? Tried to catch the kick. Underwood misses with the right hand. Follows up with the knee. We're still in that clinch zone. 20 seconds to go. This one is going down to the wire. Again, Underwood clinging on like a limpet with that clinch. The knee and push off. That's been a feature of his fight.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the judges see it. You've obviously got Joaquin that's been pushing forward, but he's also been catching a lot.
Big right hand on the air. Head kick. That one missed.
Here we go.
Great balance and evasion from Joaquin Trias.
Beautiful.
That could have been enough to just steal it on the judges' cards. Very hard to pick on my very unofficial scorecard. I'm edging it towards the Morrinsville fighter, Joaquin Trias, but very close. A lot of messy technique, not necessarily that crisp, but for mine, just the power shot went with Trias.
Yes, absolutely. This is why we love the 62ers, man. They bring the speed, they bring the dynamism. It's just phenomenal to see both of these men throw down in the reserve fight. So they're kind of like showing us what's to come. So I'm very, very excited. Well done, boys.
Plenty to look forward to. Here we are. This is the King in the Ring lightweights. Don't forget, later on tonight, also we have Michelle Preston. She's defending her WBA International Super Flyweight title. And also Navajo Sterling, two-time King in the Ring Super Cruiserweight champion. He will be featured in the semi-main event of the evening. And of course, we have the lightweight 8-man first quarter-final coming up.
That's a familiar face in New Zealand martial arts, Aotearoa sitting in the corner there.
Joaquin Trias. Let's wait for them to be called to center ring.
Once again, let's make some noise for these two fighters opening up the card here tonight for the reserve 62 kilogram King of the Ring lineup. After 3 rounds, we have a unanimous decision. Your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Hilton Underwood.
Oh, there you go. He did a lot of work over the course of the bout. Hilton Underwood will go away the winner, and he can go through.